Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Cambly.
Morning. I sent you message. You know what the message?
uh, oh, I didn't see it. I checked in the morning, but when did you send it? I might have been in class.
Huh?
I might have been in class. Let me just check. What message? I don't have message. Huh? Yeah, I don't have message.
Huh?
Yeah, I didn't get
Oh,
message. What? What?
just my friend. Long time no see. Just ask me. He asked me. He told about me. Her daughters tomorrow open the wedding party. Ask me tomorrow afternoon. Go to here. Eat the food. I don't. I don't like go here, but you see, pay the money. We pay the money. We have to pay the
Yeah.
hongbao. So I maybe I go to the here. Just the morning talk about me. So I made it so that I just say tomorrow maybe we morning we can do the 2 hours or 3 hours in the morning, and the afternoon just no do class, no class.
Okay. No problem.
You can
Uh,
up early.
yeah, that's no problem. Yeah. So just remember to cancel it though. Uh,
I know. Uh,
well, tomorrow, right?
tomorrow. Just
Right. You said
afternoon.
yeah, so just remember to cancel tomorrow afternoon, and yeah, no problem. Because remember, I can't cancel too much, or Cambly punishes me. Uh,
My
so
cancel,
yeah,
my cancel, my cancel, my cancel.
yeah, no problem, no
Uh,
problem.
morning I can class. Morning I can class. Just afternoon.
Uh, yeah, 1 hour, right? Early morning, right? Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
Uh,
you can. Okay. I think you can early. No, you can not early. Just for me 7. For me 8. For you very early. Uh, no, I think for you very early. Just
not
okay.
really, because well, it's earlier than normal, but I wake up at 7, so it's not that bad. So yeah, no problem. So uh, yeah, no worries. As long as you cancel, we're all good.
Hmm?
So today though, we have how we're preparing for the fires. Remember, we've talked about this before. Uh, Canada has big forest fires. So BC, British Columbia, right? Come on, is getting ready for 2024 fire season. So yeah, what is British Columbia doing to get ready for the fires?
Okay. At the end of the November, there were the 28 out of the country wait for a building. BC perched north. This part show on the ground and face tend. tend.
Uh, we're out of control. Wait. At the end of November, there was 28 out of control wildfires burning in BC's parched north.
Part,
Hmm?
part no. Okay. What is the
Parched.
meaning?
Parched means not enough water.
Oh, the farmers. The farmers would wait for season on record in the tent of the area where it was recorded in 2023. This step season that the stray cat from early spring all the way into fall and no winter.
So there's been a fire going on the whole time from spring to now. There's still fire going. Now, it's winter time, so it'll be smaller, and the summer was huge, but it's still happening. So yeah, basically they're just saying this year was super bad because for whatever reason, British Columbia got less water than normal. And so 2023 was like the worst fire season on record, like the worst one ever, worse than anything they've ever had. So
now the BC wildfire says BC that is says it's stepping up the persons ahead of the spring to deal with the how devil first quickly cloud chambers fires that lie dormant under the ground before re-entering in the hotel centers.
yeah, so basically what they're saying is there's a weird thing going on where the fires will keep burning in a small area, but it'll be like covered. And so it's not like burning trees and burning anything, but it'll be small. Just keep little fire. And then the next day or the next week, when it gets hot again, all of a sudden this fire can get bigger and bigger again. So they're like calling them like zombie fires, where the fire like dies, but comes back to life kind of thing. Yeah.
Fire of seals say the devastating threat
Upending.
Life for money in BC will be the major factor in the person is only in the northern half the province where the prevention is the
Scarce.
Oh,
So precipitation just means any water, rain, snow, blah, blah, blah. Any water, even humidity, like water in the air, is precipitation. And so they're saying that this year was so bad with drought, not enough water, that major problems happening for a lot of people in BC. So we need to make some big, major changes for preparation for next year. We need some big preparations because, especially in the north, because we're not getting enough water. If it's not going to rain to stop the fire, we need to figure out how we can stop the fire. What's this map say? This is how much area was burnt per year. So 2,000, blah, 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 a little bit, nothing big. Nothing big. These were big ones. I remember this. These were pretty big. And this one was big, but here's the huge one, right? Huge area burnt. And this is talking about BC only. This is not including Ontario, Quebec, blah, blah, blah. So that's 25,000. Fujian province area kilometer. So we're talking about a fifth, 1/5 of Fujian on fire. That's what we're talking about when we see this. 1/5 of the province on fire. Like, that's a huge fire. Yeah. Anyways.
Purchase Loden delayed a fire information officer for the Palmer's coach fire. Center says the whole affairs tend the penetrate deep into the load system of the chase.
Yeah, so this is the weird thing that's going on is the fire's going down into the ground, into the roots. And then if we're not having enough stuff on top or the ground freezes, no water or moisture can get here, the fire can keep hot. Like it can stay hot and never go away. So yeah, he's like, this is very dangerous. It's okay to destroy the roots. That's fine because that means a new tree can grow. But the reason it's dangerous is it means there's still fire there, even though it's wintertime, which is crazy.
On the ground, Fairy says it doesn't allow any moisture to penetrate deep down into those areas where the fire could still be heating up and burning, he said.
So, yeah, moisture just means any liquid, right? So whether it's snow, water, animal pee, whatever, any liquid would help stop the fire. But when the ground freezes, there's like a protective layer of ice on the top, stopping liquid from getting to the fire. So the fire keeps it there. And so when we get a hot day, the fire can come back out and start burning again. So not good.
If we do not get any kind of the moisture before the ground faces or the show fast, we will have a good chance of the hot over fire.
Yeah. So if we don't get enough water or enough snow, blah, 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 the fire could continue all winter. So again, this started in spring 2023, and the fires are still going. Obviously, the big fire was summertime, and it's getting smaller and smaller, but there's still a bit of fire. And the problem that they're scared of is, what if we still have fire starting in spring next year, and then the fire gets big again, and then we have fire for like 2 years straight? That could be really bad. And this is what they're talking about. So even though this is cold, right, wintertime, there's still fire going on, which is not good. Yeah.
Lodan Delegado says the fire ships were largely late the colder temperatures and snow put out on getting fires the winter, and that active substation is often not the faster just given money.
So I don't know who this person is. I guess he's just in the fire service, I guess. It doesn't say he's like the chief or anything, so whatever. But this guy is basically just saying the colder temperature and helps snows keep the fire down. However, if in this weird situation, again, where this cold weather without snow, right, it kind of protects the fire, keeping the fire going over and over again. And so because of this, many firefighters, and because of many firefighters going back to university to keep learning, right, we don't have enough people to fight these fires and get rid of them. So this is just like a bad situation where the fires keep going and we don't have the people to take care of it. So yeah, not good.
However, he said monitoring and surveillance activities will contain of the winter and early spring, including the use of the infrared sensing slight immediately to the hubs.
Hotspots. So we're basically just saying, hey guys, if as long as we can find these spots, right, we need to surveil them. Again, we don't have enough people to fix the problem because they're all back in school, blah, blah, blah. But if we can use infrared special cameras or just helicopters flying above or people walking through the forest, blah, 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 to find these hotspots, maybe we can do like targeted stuff to stop these fires. Because if we can find the small hotspots, get rid of those, we might not need 1,000 people working. We might only need like 10 people working. So that's kind of what they're saying.
Even like just a quick helicopter flight, just flying over the ceiling. If we see any smoke up in the sky, he said, you can get a bit more of the sense around the fire from being up the helicopter.
Helicopter. Remember that, right? So yeah, basically, this is one of the ideas. Of course, like we can use the camera and stuff, but how can we look over this huge area? Use a helicopter or a plane or something, but they're going to basically try to look for smoke, look for infrared stuff to try to find these problem areas, and hopefully they can fix it with that. And this is the danger zone of Vancouver. So drought level. 0 means lots of rain. 1 means good rain. 2 means less rain. 3 means getting worse rain. Light red means like barely any rain, and 5 means like 0 rain or snow. So they're basically saying this area up here, Fort St. John, this whole area has had 0 rain, 0 snow. This is very dangerous. This area, still very dangerous. A little bit of snow stuff, but not enough. And same with a few of this lower areas too. Vancouver and Victoria normally safe. And again, this northern area, pretty safe. But yeah, this whole side by the mountain, very, very dangerous. And that's a lot of people, right? Kelowna, Kapaloons, William Lake, Prince George, Fort St. John, that's like half the province. Yeah, Vancouver and Victoria are big cities, but here are the other smaller big cities, right? So like that's not very good. Yeah.
Plate landing superintendent of the fair management for the BCWS Gent fairs in the North Wales require careful fair management managing ensure resources are handled and when they spec again.
Yeah, spark, like start again. I know it says fuel management, and fuel normally means like gasoline, oil, stuff like this. But when we're talking about fire, fuel just means anything that burns. So this includes trees, this includes grass, this includes houses, blah, blah, blah. And so if this person is trying to figure out how can we get rid of a lot of this wood or a lot of this stuff that will burn badly in the forest fire, how can we get rid of it so that the forest fire doesn't start, right? If there's no wood, there's just dirt, there's no fire, right? There needs to be trees. There needs to be blah, blah, blah. So if we can get rid of, or at least make it smaller, the fire can't get big if there's not enough wood or grass or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's normal. Don't worry.
please. That includes the BC's Big Jet Fire on the Recon Donner Creek, certainly considered under the country by the wet forces.
So Don Creek. Let's see the map. Don Creek. Ooh. I think my brother went there. My brother helped with Creek, Peace River. My brother helped with the firefighting a long time ago. So right here in British Columbia in the north, right? Huge problems right here. That's what they're saying. And again, that makes sense, right? Remember we saw this map? We're talking about like right here. So yeah, no water, no snow. Going to be a lot of problems there.
No
And this is like the fire, right? No, this is not the same fire. This is not Don Creek, but basically, yeah, like these fires get huge, right? Like that's huge. Like I said, 1/5 of Fujian province on fire. Imagine that. Like that's crazy. Yeah. Anyways.
laying says field management, which involves dealing with forest vegetation and heat of time to reduce the accumulation of the potential fuels, will be the major part of the BCWS versus this winter.
Basically saying if there's a whole bunch of dead trees, dry wood, stuff like that, those catch on fire really quickly and go everywhere. But if we can get rid of that, like collect all this dry wood, all these dead trees, et cetera, and maybe use it, like give it to people's houses for the winter time for free or whatever, that could both help the people, right? Now they have free heating, so they don't have to spend lots of money on that. And there's less wood in the forest, so the fire will have to be smaller because there's not that much fuel. Yeah.
One of the biggest parts of field, I think I read it. Management.
One of the biggest. Yeah.
Biggest parts of field management is the preference when weather for flighters create repairs and provide Swiss cost to homes. Pour that the mental together and burn them.
Yeah. So this is a very common thing. I've done this before. Pile burns. This is what they're talking about, like these big piles of stuff. So they do this. They collect a bunch of stuff, burn it in one spot that is safe, and it gets rid of all that fuel in a safe way so that there's no other fires, right? Yes, there's a fire here, but it's not getting to the forest and getting huge, right? So that's a common thing. And again, this is just talking about the biggest fires in the last, I guess, 70 years, right? The worst one was this year. Second worst one was 2018, 2017. Then it was 2021. And then it was 1958. So in the top 4 are in the last, 6 years? That's pretty bad. That means 4 out of the last 6 years were really bad for fires. And the 5th one is 70 years ago. So this is crazy bad. Yeah.
We call those later phase the climbing them up so that fire cannot move from the ground up into the forest copy lying set. That's when it becomes quite dangerous,
Volatile, meaning like crazy. Yeah, this is a scary thing. Again, you might not know this if like you're not a firefighter or anything, but the biggest problem with fires isn't a small fire on the ground or even a big fire on the ground, because it will just stay on the ground. It will make a lot of smoke, not really good, but it's not really bad. The problem is when the fire goes up, because the higher the fire goes, the more oxygen, the more wind happens. So even though this fire might be this big compared to on the ground this big, because it's up here, it will become even bigger, way faster and way more dangerous, where the fire can move so quickly that you can't even outrun it. The fire's so fast. So that's why it becomes super dangerous if it gets to the tops of the trees versus just on the ground. Yeah.
He says the BCW is the planning part, both across various communities this winter, which he intimates could take several months.
So yeah, it's going to take us several months, so 3-4 months, several, to burn all these wood and stuff that they want to. And again, they're focusing around towns and communities, right? We want to save the people normally. So if there's a huge area that has no people, they're probably not going to focus there to burn stuff to get ready for the next fire season. They're probably going to be like, leave it alone. If a fire happens there, nothing bad happens, right? So that's kind of what they're focusing on. And yeah, again, this is what they're planning on doing. A little fire burn like that. Yeah. Starting November, I guess, till April. Okay, interesting. I think we switch now.